Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second map. Already getting underway on Liberation Avenue, getting the first 3 kills. Only one going down the way of LFT, and it's already looking the first round straight away for Avenue. Looney increasing that, just leaving Adamello thinking, what the hell has happened? Nearly a team ace, only if Kaj gets in on the action, but it doesn't look like that will be the case. Adamello trying to do some damage, and he gets one, but Looney ends the round 1-0 for favor of Avenue. Of course, if Avenue wins this map, they'll have their spot in the major. And everyone wants to be at the major. I would like to be at the major, but who knows? Avenue are looking to keep buying into this. CDE does buy a MP40 as well as SUS, which is quite interesting since CDE was one of the players which survived, I believe. So him buying an MP40, placing his gun, interesting. Unless he had a MP28, of course, but SUS, he's using his quite effectively. He gets the first kill. Actually, it was a team kill onto Alpha. Insane. Blazer takes out Alpha, helping SUS escape jaws of death. And SUS is actually going quite aggressively. He could even get another one, but he will fall to the hands of Lau, making it a 4 versus 3. And Daxton up in the boost spot. I said that I love this boost spot. And he's even going to get a headshot, but he will be taken out straight away by Adamello. He's trying to find that other player which boosted up, but it's still 3 versus 2. Made out 3 versus 1 since it's just Adamello left. Kaj quickly dispatching his teammate. And it's looking like it should be the second round win for Avenue. One of the only games where the second round doesn't go to the opponents losing the first one, but CDE is going to finish it up with that MP40. And 3 players surviving. Nearly a teammate again, but one of the teammates are helping out Avenue. Getting a team kill. Not a great start for the LFT, but they can still have a chance to get it. This is their map pick after losing the 9th round. Obviously, Avenue gets the start on Axes. And I believe you're back, Mitch.
I am indeed. Hello.
Welcome back.
That was it's an interesting lead coming out already, of course. Kind of playing into what we thought would come through. A lot of times, especially on Lib, that first round is followed up by a defeat if you knew it, especially on the Axis side. But not gonna come through this time, as we do see the 2-0 develop, an early man advantage coming through already. It's taken back very quickly though. Lau able to find the frag onto Looney. Bring us into that 4 versus 4 aggression over towards the B-bomb site. Look at that push coming through. It's not expected in the slightest, as Lifer's able to find one. Aggressing up with the Tommy gun. It's ready though. Daxton finds that knife kill. And it is going to be a 2 versus 3. Still man advantage over towards the Allies. They've also got the bomb down. Everything is in their favor, especially as Lau just isn't stopping claiming heads here. 3rd frag of the round as he makes his way down middle. Daxton has to find himself a nice little 4K to finish things off. 3 kills remain to make that happen. It's going to be peeked out by Alpha, but not hitting that shot. Still going aggressive. This is an interesting decision. Not a lot of time. 3 kills left to find. Most players would save in this situation, but is he going to be able to make it work? Taking out the Caver, taps the bomb. He knows somebody's going to be over towards B long. Blade going for the peak. This is so risky right now, but they've spotted that he's not on the bomb, so his best hope is just to find one last kill. But he's not going to be able to do that, and sacrificed a lot of tokens in that 1v3 attempt. And for that, he gained very little, and so we see the Axis going to be struggling a little bit for money, as they're going to be going into Gavers and nades, it seems. At best.
Yeah, at best, like you said, but I think actually a popcorn gun on Daxton, the one which risked it all in the end. It's still a pretty good round coming in from Lau. It was pretty much the reason why they won that. And I think it was just a few mistakes on Avenue, overextension from Looney, I think towards A long, and then it ended up in a situation where they had the advantage. On this round, they probably don't want to do the same thing. Don't want to go overextend too much. You got SUS like an odd angle. I haven't seen any players playing that angle. He's just moving back towards site. More safer angle, I would say. And the bomb is towards B, but they are very much split. 2 towards A long, 2 towards B long. And one down mid, I believe. So interesting play coming in from LFT, and Patch is going to get the opening. So does CDE. And Avenue back on top. Just like that. Adamello does get one back on to catch. It was triple, but there are still two players towards the B site. Luckily, Sus hasn't moved away, but Daxton's already rotated off just slightly. Sus will be able to get one frag. Drops the bomb momentarily. That's going to tell a tale that it's going to be beat. Fake plant, but no, it's actually Daxton as an aid. Not using it just yet. Looney trying to fight this battle in mid, and he will win it, and that's going to be the round since he gets placed up. 3-1. Favored towards Axis, and I felt like that was kind of a weird round from LFT.
Well, I mean, it worked out in ways.
No,
no, look,
it worked out that they lost.
They're doing a little bit of damage. That's all they want. That's all they're aiming for in this. Now, to be honest, like already
major.
Nah, I don't think that's on their agenda whatsoever. Now they're already one map down at this point. It's going to be very hard to stay motivated on their side as they move through. That round's certainly not going to help. They're already losing a little chance they had to string those rounds together. Now their economy on its last legs. We're going to see them being shredded apart as they make their way over towards B. It's a bit of a meat grinder. CDE and Sus finding those openings. Adam Element Blade out of themselves. The trades though, so things not looking too bad. The Tommy Gun able to find one there on Adam. He's looking for more in through the smoke, but not going to be able to connect it. Lionel finally get it now. They're getting a little bit more structured, making their way over towards the B bomb side. It's only going to be one player left to defend. Cash King, now we've seen him get a couple of 3Ks. They've involved snipers, not Gewehr's, and not 1v3s either. I don't know how his chances are going to fare here, but certainly a much better round coming in from LFT, and as Lao finds that head. Again, he's the one stepping things up over on that allied side, followed up by Adamello as well with those nice entry kills. 7 kills on the board already for Lao. That's great performance there in LFT, and certainly an improvement.
Yeah, certainly an improvement. It'll be interesting to see what tell in this round. Daxton looking to stay with the popcorn gun. I'm going to start calling it now since you introduced me. Why do you call it a popcorn gun? I guess it's because it does sound like a popcorn when you fire it.
I came back from holiday, I believe, when MU2 was where the beta came through, and so I hadn't really played it much. I hadn't got to see the new guns and all that sort of crack. And then I was playing with a Dimka, and he just said about he was like, "Let's all go for the popcorn gun," and I'd never heard it fire before. I was like, "What's the popcorn gun?" And then I shot it, and it was just beautiful, the symbolism. So
Yeah.
just went with it. The imagery is pretty perfect.
Yeah, I'd never heard anyone say that before. So
It's only the beautiful mind of a Dimka.
yeah,
But I've brought it to the big screen now. Now everybody knows.
everyone knows. Life up short doesn't, since he gets a kill with Thompson onto catch. Looney doing his best with the Gewehr. Could try and get this kill here, and he does get it out. Make it to 1-to-1 trade. 4 versus 4, but he will fall to Adamello. Back an advantage for LFD, and they're looking a lot better this round. CD8, ooh, a little bit of a whiff there. His Life and Adamello will be able to dispatch him, just leaving Daxton and Sus low HP, so there's not much he can do here now. Be interesting to see what they do here. Daxton will be able to get a kill with that popcorn gun. He is sure making popcorn today. But he does pick up the Thompson for his trouble, and he might be able to get another kill here. Nearly getting that frag onto Bladestar, but he will escape with his life, just like Daxton will on Sus. He's having a little bit of trouble. Unable to find any frags just yet.
Looks like this is just going to be the exit player from the Axis. Not much chance of them picking this round up at all, with just a couple seconds left. I don't think they even have time to defuse it if they teleport it over there as I start to speak. But that is going to be 3-3. Another good round picked up by LFT, getting the bomb plant over towards A, and a little bit of a misplay from the Axis. They weren't really defending it at all. Just one player over towards the triple stack, and that's certainly going to cause problems as the aggression comes in. But coming into things, let's see how the economy is going to be looking in this round. We can see Gewehr's in play for a lot of them. And Tommy Gun, of course, on Daxton, so he won't be buying up. He'll be keeping the popcorn as a secondary. And with Round going underway. CDE surprisingly not going to get any by. They're just going to keep their economy level there. Most players sitting around the 2. Perfect average of 2. Tokens on all players. Daxon manages an opening. Sus following up with one as well. Things are looking good until Alpha manages to swing in and grab one with the Tommy itself. Adamello lobbing a nade over. Could cause a little bit of difficulty, but Adamello almost pays for that with his life. As he goes for the peek over towards long, he's taken down finally by Daxton. 4-3 in a very swift round indeed coming through for the Axis. That's not exactly ideal for the Allies. They try to push over towards the B side and they just get picked apart early on. Going for the peaks before the smokes had fully bloomed. But even if they did manage to land down and bloom, it would have still been almost impossible for them, or would have changed practically nothing, I mean, because of course they lost to the players that have pushed it aggressively up close to the window and indeed long itself, and just got torn apart. And the early nades coming in, not going to learn anything from the act. Never mind, Cash King actually going to get one on the Lau, who's a little bit unfortunate over towards B.
Talking about Lau, I've just been told from Viper that it's Laui. He pronounced it W at the end apparently.
Oh really, Laui? Okay, fair enough.
But Kaj and CDE getting them frags in, making it a huge advantage. 5 versus 2, just leaving Lifer and Blazer left alive. And Kaj is looking to push down A long. It's already at the car. Whereas Blazer and Lifer both are back B. I think they're just trying to save, just trying to cause some economic damage, really. But yeah, like apologies to Laui, obviously, because we don't really have a pronunciation book for most names. And oh, Daxton, getting a double kill. Don't even know where that came from. How did that nade hit both players?
I really have no idea. It comes back to what we were saying earlier, Kaiser, about the radius of these nades. I mean, they can just seem so random at times. And yeah, I mean, taking that kill, what can you do?
What can you do? But 5-3 is looking more of the way of Avenue, but LFT are giving a little bit of a fight. And that's not a great start. Looney getting the first frag, and Sus almost getting a second one through the smoke, only getting a tag, and looks like he's heading towards this chicken coop. Yep, he is. We saw Raves last game. They're quite effective, but it's Looney. This game is having quite a lot of effect towards A long, taking down Laui. Be interesting to see what LFT are going to do here. Sus even finding one on Lifer. And now it's another round pretty much for Avenue. 5 versus 2. You don't really see many teams throw these other rounds away. I say many because we have seen in the past that some teams somehow get to win, which I don't even know how they managed it. But Cash making it into just a 1 versus 5, leaving Blazer alone down mid. And he looks a little bit too alone since CDE brings him back to his friends.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen a situation like that being won out just in the previous map, that 2 versus 5 for Avenue, as they managed to find an ace on Looney. And I mean, but it is very rare to actually see a 2v5 being won out, especially, well, probably not especially on the Allied side, just in general. It's almost impossible. I mean, at least if you're on the Axis side, you have the capability of maybe stacking those 2 players in the site and hoping they push in and give you the bomb. That's probably the most frequent way that we would see it being won over, is if they have bomb control and can somehow lock it down. And then it also generally involves people going for saves. Like, it's very rare that you actually see, first of all, an ace to clutch it out, but then even without that, the 2 players actually find all 5 kills. Talking to kills, Looney is doing well to open up with Adamello being dropped on a Granada. Bringing it down to the 5v4, and the smoke coming down from Sus. Maybe he's thinking about getting a little bit aggressive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really recommend it, though, because they already have the man advantage.
It seems like he heard you. He's falling back into dark. He's holding a tight angle, and he does spot Lifer. That's some information gained, and he kind of wants to peek into this. But he's just buying time for Kaj, since he's behind him. Does take up Blazer. He's got information that there is one in yellow, but Sus is going to take him out. Just leaving on another 2 versus 5. Similar situation to the last round, and Daxon with that nade, taking out Laui. Now Alpha falls to Cash King. And it's 7-3 to Avenue.
Indeed, again, it's a pretty big lead, and what we kind of expected to see coming out overall. I don't think we're holding out much hope at the moment for LFT. I mean, they're already a map down. It's going to be difficult for them to actually pull through on this, capitalize the last couple of rounds and actually claim a victory. But I mean, look, it's still possible. We've seen comebacks of a greater nature come to fruition. 7-3. Already a man advantage coming in for the Axis. It's difficult a lot of the time to actually lose these rounds once you gain that opening kill. And we have seen it time and time again. CDE, though, is not having any of it as he manages to find a double down mid. Daxton as well. And it might be difficult to lose, or uncommon to lose, with the opening pick. But you're certainly more likely after you find a quick 2K to follow it up. 8-3. By uncommon, I mean, you know, it's just teams tend to have, even in the likes of Counter-Strike, which I would argue is even, you know, less dependent on that opening pick. Teams have a pretty low loss rate after they find the opening pick in rounds. Although it does generally tend to be the defensive side that comes out on top. Specifically in CS, like if you lose a member of the terrorist side early on, it can be difficult enough to mount up a push. But then again, over the CT side, I suppose if you drop, your defense is spread so thinly, you kind of have to gamble on one side being the one that's hit or not. And it allows them to potentially push in like 5v1, and you're pretty screwed at that point.
Yeah, it does sound like you would be screwed at that point. And one thing that surprised me that previous round is how CD just didn't die. Now he got those 2 kills. Daxton then quickly helping him out, not dying, and that's what we're really seeing. There are really trades coming in from NFT just like that. Sus able to take down Blaze up. No one there really to trade him out. And Looney able to take down Adam Mello right now. And again, no one really to trade out. One person is jumping out on Lifer, but CD is right there to trade right back. 4 versus 2. Alpha getting low from a fight from Sus and Daxton, but he will survive for the time being. CD is looking at Ghost. Alpha does manage to take down Sus slow towards the B site. Finally getting some openings as they push. Daxton trying his best to try and get these frags. Throws a nade. And yeah, hopeful, but it will not hit its mark. And actually, CD is getting pushed away. One thing is, after you aren't playing too aggressive, I say that low catch does go pretty aggressive, and now he's going to take advantage of that. This was a 4 versus 2, now it's a 2 versus 2. And they're rotating back, and they're going to keep their guns.
They're going to try at least.
Well, they will keep their guns. Daxton's too infatuated about that token on top of the door.
And they did find a kill onto the pushing player as well, so 9-3. This is a convincing lead here from Avenue with so many rounds left to play for. I mean, at best here we see LFT coming out with 9-6. It's not going to be the worst position in the world for them, but they'll have to win 3 consecutive round wins, and that's doubling what they've got so far in this map. Certainly going to make life difficult, but they're getting off to a good start by not losing any early on picks. Oh, how close was that? Sus actually gets taken down by Bladestar after trying to go for the spam with the Kar 98K. It looked like he was on him, but oh no, the retreat comes in from Daxton. He gets naded out. The kills are flying in for the allies, but just as quickly. Surely not. They've got 3 opening kills. Now it's brought down to a 2 versus 3. Aggression comes through the smoke from CDE, but he backs off just as quickly. Just trying to give it a little bit of a scare to the bomb planter. Now making his way around through upper. Looney is going to be trying to go in for the flank, but it's being watched right now by Bladestar. 3 players left alive. That is just enough to have a comfortable hold here on the B bomb site. They can cover practically every angle. Oh, indeed, they can cover every angle with the players, and indeed we already see Blade finding that kill onto Looney. The stairs being watched by Alpha now as he goes for the peak. He finds the kill. Tommy gun on that range, gonna win the fight. As the initial shots missed by the STG. 9-4, 2 rounds left to play for. And LFT looking to clock up both of these, and they've got the money to do so.
Yeah, they do have the money, and a really great round coming in from the LFT. It just seemed like that round everything went right for them. Even though it did lose 2 players, it was still pretty comfortable since they was able to hold the angles pretty tightly. And the buy, I mean, you're not looking too great. Not much economy, and it looks like they're going for Something interesting. CD is looking to push through, and he does get the first frag onto Lifer. That's an advantage already for Avenue. I don't even think he got to where he wanted to go. Didn't expect someone to push through that smoke. But he does go out with the kill and the advantage for his team. LFT have slowed things out, but it is towards the B site, where they have the crossfire set up. Daxon up in the acid, but Sus is now smoked out. This is going to cause some troubles, and I think so. They're going to check Daxon's positions. Blazer does. Question is, will they get the frag? No, Daxon actually stops the planter. Looney and finds Lowy, and catching up on Heaven. Gonna get 2 more kills. 10-4. Shuts down LFT straight after they win run round.
I mean, they're doing everything right there. They're going into the site. They're smoking off the right angles. They managed to actually check the position towards the top of barn. I'm pretty sure they spotted him too, but somehow Daxton still manages to just walk out there, take down the planter, but then he gets eliminated. But at that point, the smokes are already dissipating. Players are pushing through, and while they're focused on him, kills come in elsewhere. Sloppy round coming in there from LFT. They did the right things to start it off, but just descended into chaos as Daxton managed to find that kill. Opening things up again, it's nades coming in. CDE is going to take down Alpha. And already 3 kills on the cards, only one of which was with a rifle. An SMG even. As Adamello takes down Looney. And at least brings us over to a 4 versus 2. Somewhat of a more winnable situation for the Allies, but as we finish off with a knife coming in from Daxton on the Blade Star and Cash King on the STG. Now, one thing we didn't mention earlier, actually, we talked about the knife and how it has the advantage of obviously instantly finding a close range kill, but it doesn't come with the same reward that it does in the likes of Counter-Strike.
Yep.
The one thing obviously it's an insta kill, regardless of whether you stab them in the front, back, side, bottom, it doesn't matter, they're going to die. But the other thing that's different is it's also used for BM, which I think was the main use we just saw Daxton use it for there.
Yeah.
11-4 up. How you feeling about the comeback for LFT?
I think that pretty much says it all. Nothing really looking into it. They might get a few rounds into it, but you still have to favor Avenue. They do manage to get the first pick though, LFT, which is a good start. They're looking to maybe boost up. Actually just jump peek, and Blazer is going to find one, but it's quickly traded out from Daxton, but they're still going to keep their advantage. Daxton making sure there's no one boosted up, which I think he's pretty comfortable with, but 2 people jumping through smoke. He's going to overwhelm Daxton, but they're only going to get 1 kill. Both quickly traded out, just leaving Sus alone in a 1 versus 2. And if he can get this frag, it looks more doable, but he will not. Adam with the popcorn gun will reign triumph, and that's going to be the 5th round. So good start in the first round, but they still have a long crawl. 6 rounds behind, and need quite a flawless Axie's half.
Yeah, indeed, it has to be void of flaws, and one of the main challenges coming up for them is going to be this second round. Around it generally, we do see, well, a lot of the time, we do see the other team take. As the first one goes the way of the Axis, the second usually goes the way of the Allies. But let's see if that's going to be the case now. No real investment coming in from the Allied side, actually, as they take all these grease guns with just 1 M1 carbine. Going aggressive up mid early on isn't going to work out for them. Nade dropped there by Adamello. He will probably find one from the grave. Maybe not, though. The kill's nonetheless going to come in for the Axis side. And we still have managed to make a little bit of progress, though. Oh, what is that blade? Come on, look to your left or your right. Look anywhere but in front of you as he gets taken down. Looney is going to be able to find that kill. Interestingly, picks up the Gewehr. Doesn't let Cash King take that, because Cash King only has the grease. Maybe, you know, a little bit of friendliness. Seems like could have helped out there. And certainly would have been better for him to have the grease in that combat, anyways, than to have the Gewehr rather than the grease. As the 1 versus 2 is underway. I've said grease far too many times in the last minute.
Yes.
It's a 1 versus 2. Looney looking to find both of these kills, has to get the bomb plant as well. He knows there's one behind him, and the question is the other one going to be over towards mid, or is it going to be in the Axis spawn? Well, we know the answer to that, but of course Looney is none the wiser. picking up the coin. I don't think that was quite heard by Alpha, but the bomb plant will certainly be. He's baiting it out as well. Finds the kill. Good play by Looney. Baits it once more. Lifer isn't quite close enough. Now he's going to actually... Is he going to rotate all the way around to B? Yes, he is. Lifer is in a decent position. He actually suspects it as well. What a read by Lifer, and great kill coming in. 11-6.
Yeah, a really great read from Life, and maybe a miscalculation there from Looney going towards B site. I probably wouldn't have done that myself. It's a bit risky since you have not much time left, but I guess you thought it was calculated since last position, which you know, was at the white arches and towards A long, and guess you didn't expect him to push down towards mid, but what's done is done. 11-6. 4 STGs coming out for the Axes. Little bit of utility, not much. On the other side, one more utility, and we see a bar on the hands of Sus. And I'm interested to see what he can do with that. But as Adamello gets the opening kill onto CDE, taking him out cleanly with a headshot. That's already an advantage for LFT. So far, his comeback's looking pretty well. But Lifer, he's making it even more real, getting one more kill. He could get another one here, but Daxon's going to quickly trade it out. But Adamello and Alpha both getting frags, just leaving Sus with the bar. He's picking up Thompson as well, and it doesn't look too good for him. Surrounded by 4 players. Not much time left. He does throw a smoke, because he knows he probably won't get out of this situation. It does move. Plates are off that position, and he will be able to get him in the end. 11-7. 4 people surviving once more. It's looking good for LFT at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we said the comeback probably wasn't all too likely, but now they're starting to stick it to Avenue and really close in this scoreline. But look at how close some of these rounds have come down there. You saw Looney having a massive performance over towards A almost all by himself. He picked the whole team apart almost. And, you know, at that point, you kind of got to wonder, it's only a matter of time until they start having that performance without losing the opening picks. And they're going to be, you know, when Looney has that step up early on, and you eventually take him down after 2-3 kills, and there's still another 4 players left to pick up the slack. That's when you're really going to be in a bad position. But still, they are closing in these scorelines for the time being. Can they do it consistently? And with Sus missing his opening kill there on the Blade, it's an opening. That's a 1-man advantage anyways for the Axis side. STG in hand. He's still going to be looking over towards the mid area, pretty much trapping the players that are at tank and market. They're not going to be able to have all too much impact without crossing. We see the aggression coming in at B. They're trying to poke at the defense, but not really seeing anything. And at this point, the Axis doing a good job of not over-peaking and not giving away any open kills.
Yeah, they are doing a good job, and getting another frag. It is quickly traded out, but going to keep the advantage, LFT. The CD is looking to go around into Evan, and Looney getting that kill on Alpha, making it back to a 3 versus 3, and CD can have huge impact here if he can catch Life off guard, but Life is waiting for it, and he does get in the end. A quick trade from Catch, and he should be able to get the plant down. No nades on the hands of LFT. That peek from Adamello is going to dispatch him, just leaving Looney. If anyone's going to clutch this, it will be Looney, because he's been playing so well this series. Will he expect a prime player, Adamello? No, he will not. It's going to be 11-8. They did get a few tokens, Avenue, but not as much as they would have liked.
Bomb defused.
And the gap slowly closing. Only 3 rounds behind LFT, and Avenue haven't won a round in quite some time.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, this gap is being closed down on by LFT. We're certainly, you know, performing a lot better here on the Axis side than what we saw in the Allies. Able to put up the individual performances, and Adamello already clocking up on 16 kills. Really coming back into it in this half. But we see the Allies, everybody stepping up with a really good performance. I mean, 17, 16, and 2 15s. Clocking up these rounds, and surely it's only a matter of time until they can manage to pop these out yet again. Start clocking those stats up. But we can see, like, their weaponry isn't necessarily the best. They've got 2 carbines, an M1 Garand, Two Tommies. With one of those Tommies, CDE's able to open up one. Blades low towards the bottom of triple stack. He'll be in a little bit of danger, although he is coming up on the flank. No, he's going to actually stay in the triple stack house. The CDE makes his way around behind the side. He should catch Lowy off. He's already been spotted, but with low HP, Lowy's going to be taken in very quickly. Cash King already coming in with one. Life are going to be dropped 2, so it's all on the Blade Star. 1 versus 4. Misses the Kar98K shot. That gives away his position. And with lots of Tommies in play, it's going to be very difficult for him to do this. Going down the stairs with a pistol, I'm not sure about that. I mean, the Kar98 is a one hit. You can go for the no-scope, and then if that fails you, the knife. That's unusual for the close-range battle.
Or maybe he's just not letting the opponents have the car.
Of course. Yes, of course. Well, that is one thing, but yeah, especially with how... I mean, it's not an amazing economy on the Allied side right now, and it does force them over to kind of take the M1 Garants instead of the Kar98K. I suppose the likelihood of them, if they actually do push, if he has a Kar98K out, sure, maybe he finds 1 kill, but then he's probably going to get knife or SMG'd, and so, well played by him. Will be taken down eventually. No Kar98K to be saved over. Good strategy. But finally a round gone on the board for Avenue as they bring themselves up to 12 rounds, 4 away from victory. But it's been a hard-fought battle here on the Axis side, and LFT surely not going to be letting the fight end here.
No, very doubtful. But one thing which Avenue has in favor is 3 people, full nades, a nade on Cash as well. Only sus, no nades. So they're going to have some good plays here. Nades already flying out from Avenue. Interesting to see if anyone hit any players, but none from CDE or Cash. Daxton and Looney both still have their nades available to them. Does seem like they want to go towards the B bomb side, but Adamello getting that throw pretty easily. CDE just peeking, slow peeking into it, and Bladestar getting sus again. Slow peeks from Avenue. They're just giving these frags away. Lowy is having a tight predicament, but he will get unscathed. Looney as well, but with such a massive advantage from LFT, 5 versus 3, it's going to be a tough battle for Avenue to get back into this round alone. And Bladestar maybe making it more difficult. Taking out Looney would have been huge, and Looney's going to keep peeking despite how low he is, but it's just a bait. Cash able to take down Bladestar, and he's unpunished for the time being. But Adamello again with another frag. Nice headshot from him onto Cash King. Just seeing Daxton and Looney 2 versus 4. Make that 12-9 for LFT since they managed to clean out the round, taking out Looney and Daxton. And LFT's going back in their face.
Yeah, look, LFT winning out that round takes away the loss bonus from the Allies. They're going to be just sticking to those carbines from the looks of it. We've got 1 Tommy coming out onto CDE, or 1 Thompson. You're welcome, Sean. But the Tommy gun deployed there. The rest are going to be on the M1 carbines. Nades coming over towards the top of middle. Not going to land anything. And the nades haven't played a huge impact for the Allied side so far. They haven't really been able to capitalize any openings, just due to LFT being aware of those nade spots and avoiding them early on. Nice kill coming in from Adamello there with the STG. As we see Alpha looking for a little bit of aggression. Shotgun going to be held down on with Lifer. 3 players towards upper as the push comes through. This is risky from Daxton. He's inside a smoke. He's made his way up behind. He goes with the grease, finds a double as well before eventually being eliminated by Alpha. That is a solid play and some great openings. Now they're in a 3 versus 2. The man advantage in their favor. They've also got CDE on a Tommy. Should be able to deal some damage when the push comes in, but it's actually going to be Sus coming down with the carbine. Already we see the SDG on Alpha struggling to find some kills as he's already going to be low HP, and Looney comes in there with the carbine to finish things off. 13-9. Another round picked up by Avenue, as at this point the teams are getting into a habit of trading these rounds out, but Avenue are going to be happy with that because they're only 3 rounds away from victory. Meanwhile, LFT are going to have to win a grand total of 7 to get up there.
Yep, 7 to get up there, obviously 6 to make sure that they're not eliminated just yet. But a really good round there from Daxton. Getting that nice double kill, giving his team an advantage. Even though he fell, he gave his team that advantage, and CDE is giving his team an advantage into this round. Taking out Blazer early on with that nade. I think he's been throwing it nearly every single round, like he's had nades, and finally it's paid off. And CDE might even find another frag here, and he does, catching off Adamello. Lowy in a tough position, only able to get one. Catch needs to train out quick, just leaving Alpha and Lifer, and his side's actually pretty clear right now.
Yeah, you gotta be careful not to give away those kills like that. It's a 2 versus 4. You should be playing with your team, not going for those solo peaks. As one gets taken down, CDE's lit low. Here's the headshot onto Daxton. Now all of a sudden we're in an equal situation. This could have been avoided. Now Lifer and Alpha have got a decent chance of coming into this round as they make their way over the spawn side. Kashkin goes in for a peek, manages to find the headshot onto Alpha, leaving only Lifer alive. 1 versus 2. He's got to clutch this out right now to prevent the Allies from making it all the way over to 14 rounds before double digits are even reached. But it doesn't look like that's going to be possible as he goes for the save. He's going to be taken out. 14-9. 2 rounds remain for Avenue to claim a victory over the entirety of this series. Just a quick 2-0, contrary to what we've seen over on the previous series. And I think that pretty much answers the question of, has this been the easier bracket down here? And I think certainly we saw a much more difficult road for Team Tilt making it in through to the major.
Yeah, as well as the fact that Singularity had a tough road as well to make it have their chance. But LFT and Avenue had an easier road, and Avenue looking like they're definitely the favorites in this matchup. Lifer probably going to fall to this nade, which he will do. Daxon getting that opening kill. CDE playing so well in this market position. Will fall to the hands of Adamello this time. But he's going to have a tough fight going into this B Arch, and Sus is there. But Blazer destroying down Looney on the B site. That's going to slow this push. But they will be able to get the bomb down. Alpha just missing his shots and no nades to stop it. It will be a tough fight for this retake since all 3 players are still alive, especially since Adamello goes down, Alpha goes down, and then Blaze up. Quick fights coming in. Daxon getting himself 3k once more. Seen him get those Moy kills so many times, and now on match point.
Indeed, they are. Series point 2. 1 round left to go before they make their way all the way over to the Amsterdam Major, the Blitzkrieg Masters $50,000 tournament. That's certainly going to be interesting. 16 of the world's best teams, 3 of which coming over from the NA. 2 confirmed. I don't think the 3rd one's been confirmed for funding and flights and everything yet, but 2 will definitely be there, while the 3rd qualified team will remain to see. This round is going down so fast. The kills are flying in. Lifer coming over behind, trying to find a kill, not able to do so. And all of a sudden, it's only going to be Blade and Lowy, but they managed to find one between them at least. And they've got time to play with 43 seconds. They have to get this defuse if they want to keep themselves in with a chance to make it over to Amsterdam. Losing now means they have to go through the qualifier yet again next week. And they have to find a more difficult bracket. And this is their best chance right now to close out this best of 3 series. The kill comes in from Cash King, and there it is. The double to finish things off. We're going to see Avenue in Amsterdam. 16-9, a phenomenal series, and the most one-sided we've seen today, at least. First, I think that's maybe the first one we've seen go to 2 maps.
Yeah, in the past 2 days anyway.
For sure, yeah. Everything has just been close, 3 mappers, overtimes everywhere. I think most games have easily gone over the 3-hour mark, but we're in a relatively quick one now, which is nice, you know. I was kind of hoping to see it a little bit closer than that, but yeah, I mean, look, good performance by Avenue, even with a stand-in, and it'll be interesting to see who they actually bring over to Amsterdam, because a lot of the good players are already on teams, you know, but I guess some of them haven't got secured spots, like even the likes of Method, you know, they still haven't secured themselves a place in that major, so they'll be trying again next week, and that's going to be their last attempt. If not, they'll be going, presumably, a lot of the players will go mixed onto other teams as stand-ins. But yeah, I mean, that's it. That's